they're coming into the devices through which we're gathering data.
And what would be the benefit for them of doing this? Of showing all these sexual images to children?
It's titillating and it's addictive.
So to increase engagement?
Some of those channels are really popular channels, though, and they're making content not for kids.
Right.
It's still being recommended to them, I guess. But like this has 4 million views on it from a channel with 40 million subscribers.
Jesus. And so this is just anime?
Well, I force my friends to watch an anime clip. So like that's what, you know.
It says to dub anime clips. So they said their own words over these clips? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what a lot of this stuff was from, I could tell.
And so below that, you're seeing all these images, and some of them are violent cartoons. And what else they have here?
Well,
a lot of violence.
The key, though, is if you scroll along the bottom of the image, you'll see this graph that kind of shows you where people watch the most. And the reason why parents generally are not aware of this is because a lot of these gruesome things are very, very quick. They're very quick. Mm-hmm. But you'll find very often a peak there, you know, mm-hmm. because that's what's drawing a lot of attention. That's what the kids are playing over and over again, and that's what leads to the addiction.
So the reason why they are suggesting these images to kids is because they know if the kids click on them, they're going to get more engagement.
It's this, yes. And so the number one variable for profitability is called watch time. So engagement, whatever you want to call it, yeah, this is one of the ways that they addict people. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Tristan Harris. Maybe he's been a guest.
He's been on a few times.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing at Google. He was on a team, and that's what they were working on, is addicting, you know, more than 1 billion people. This is a technique that's used for that purpose. And again, I have to emphasize, we're not out there hunting for dirt. Not at all. This is content that's coming onto the devices of children of our field agents. This is with parents' permission. And so we're actually just collecting real content, personalized, ephemeral content that's coming from the tech companies to kids, to teens, and to voters. Now, I happen to know about some of your other interests, so I want to shift gears a little bit here.
Okay.
And then maybe I won't keep melting down. So what else can you do with a system like this? Well, you could, if some laws and regulations were passed, as they have been in the EU, you could measure compliance with a system like this, because that's been the frustration in the EU, and they've admitted it recently, is that they've made all these rules, especially for Google, and they've gotten lots of, you know, fines paid, and Google has completely ignored them. But if you set up a system like this, you can actually see if there's compliance, because you'll see that a change was made and that it's being maintained. That's a possibility. You could see whether Google and other companies, to a lesser extent, are manipulating financial markets. So we've just started collecting data on that topic, but wouldn't you manipulate financial markets if you were Google and there's no laws or regulations to stop you from doing anything?
So you're saying manipulate financial markets for their own gain?
Of course.
And how do they do this?
Oh, what drives the price of a stock up or down? People's confidence in that company.
Right.
It's totally emotional. Mm-hmm. Well, they can control that very easily. So can Facebook.